In today's video, we dive deep into the latest developments surrounding Julius Malema and the Economic Freedom Fighters, also known as the EFF, and their growing role in South Africa's political landscape. This is not just a story about one political leader or one political party, it's a window into the future of governance in South Africa, the tensions within the ruling African National Congress, ANC, and the broader implications for democracy and economic reform in the country. If you've been paying attention to South African politics, or even if you're new to the topic, this is a story that you can't afford to ignore. Julius Malema, a controversial and charismatic figure, has once again made headlines with bold predictions about the future of South Africa's coalition government and his party's readiness to step into power. In his closing remarks at the EFF's third elective conference, Malema outlined his vision for the future of the party, the ruling ANC, and the country. He emphasized the instability of the current Government of National Unity, GNU, criticized the ANC's coalition with the Democratic Alliance, DA, and asserted that the EFF's time to govern is coming sooner than many might think. Before we delve into the implications of Malema's remarks, let's take a step back and understand the context. Julius Malema rose to prominence as a member of the ANC Youth League, where his fiery speeches and radical rhetoric made him both a darling of some and a thorn in the side of others. His eventual expulsion from the ANC in 2012 marked a turning point, as he went on to form the EFF, a party rooted in the principles of Pan-Africanism, socialism, and economic freedom. Since then, the EFF has steadily gained ground, positioning itself as a major player in South African politics and a voice for the disenfranchised. Now, the current political climate in South Africa is one of uncertainty and tension. The ANC, which has governed the country since the end of apartheid in 1994, is grappling with internal divisions, corruption scandals, and declining voter support. The 2024 general elections are fast approaching, and the ANC's decision to form a coalition government with the DA, a party often viewed as representing elite, white interests, has sparked controversy. Many within the ANC, as well as Malema and the EFF, view this coalition as a betrayal of the party's legacy and its majority black voter base. Malema's recent statements tap into this frustration. He has made it clear that the EFF is waiting for the inevitable collapse of the coalition government, which he believes will happen as divisions within the ANC deepen. Malema predicted that President Cyril Ramaphosa could face removal over his handling of contentious issues, including the Basic Education Amendment, BELA, Act. This act, which seeks to implement reforms in South Africa's education system, has been a flashpoint for debate, with critics accusing the government of prioritizing the wrong issues while the country faces more pressing challenges like unemployment, poverty, and crime. Malema's comments also touched on the potential rise of ANC Deputy President Paul Moshatile as a key figure in opposing the coalition government. This is where things get particularly interesting. Moshatile, despite playing a role in the current coalition, has reportedly shown signs of resistance to the GNU. During the South African Communist Party Congress, Moshatile was even seen singing anti-GNU songs, signaling his discontent. According to Malema, it's only a matter of time before this internal discord boils over, creating an opening for the EFF to step in. So, what does this mean for South Africa's future? Let's explore the possibilities. Malema has argued that the EFF's involvement in government wouldn't be about saving the ANC but rather about delivering meaningful change for the people of South Africa. He has framed his party as the true inheritor of the ANC's revolutionary legacy, accusing the current leadership of aligning with right-wing forces and abandoning the principles of economic liberation. Malema's rhetoric resonates with many South Africans who feel left behind by the post-apartheid political system and disillusioned with the ANC's leadership. However, the prospect of the EFF entering government is not without controversy. Critics argue that the EFF's policies, which include nationalizing key industries and redistributing land without compensation, could destabilize the economy and deter foreign investment. Others point to Malema's history of inflammatory rhetoric and question whether the party has the maturity and discipline needed to govern effectively. Yet, Malema's remarks at the EFF's elective conference suggest that the party is working to address these concerns. He emphasized the importance of discipline and unity within the party, warning against the factionalism that has plagued the ANC. He also highlighted the need for the EFF's leadership to grow quickly and adapt to the challenges of national governance. This suggests that the party is not just positioning itself as a protest movement but is actively preparing for the responsibilities of power. One particularly striking moment from Malema's speech was his dismissal of former allies who have fallen out of favor with the party. This was widely seen as a veiled reference to EFF MP Mbayisenini Ndlozi, who skipped the conference amid rumors of internal tensions. By declaring that there's no leader of the EFF who's not here, Malema sent a clear message about loyalty and commitment to the party's vision. This kind of rhetoric underscores the high stakes and intense pressure within the EFF as it seeks to solidify its position on the national stage. Looking ahead, the big question is whether Malema's predictions will come true. Will the coalition government collapse? Will the ANC turn to the EFF for support? And if so, what kind of government would the EFF lead? These are questions that only time can answer, but one thing is certain, the EFF is determined to shape the future of South Africa, and it's a force that cannot be ignored. As we wrap up, let's consider the broader implications of these developments. South Africa is at a crossroads. The choices made by its leaders in the coming years will have profound consequences for the country's economy, its social fabric, and its place in the world. The EFF's rise reflects a growing demand for radical change, but it also raises questions about the risks and challenges of such a shift. Whether you see Malema as a visionary leader or a polarizing figure, there's no denying the impact he and his party are having on South Africa's political landscape. What do you think? Is Julius Malema right about the future of South Africa's coalition government? Can the EFF deliver on its promises, or are its policies too risky? We want to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into South African politics, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your engagement helps us bring you more in-depth analysis and discussions on the issues that matter most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.